Well, the good news keeps on coming because next man up is this guy who's reconfirmed for 2022. How good? Brayden Inger, mate. Stokes, actually. Some statement you made last year for us. You've rolled that into a NBL development gig over in Cairns where we chat with you now. It does look, you look at your attire looks a bit different to, the Invercargill setup that you had to have. Obviously, there's a bit of a temperature change, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. A few degrees. Humidity. That's the killer. Missing the snow. I was enjoying the snow.
Yeah.
So glad to hopefully catch a bit of that.
Good stuff, mate. Hey, tell us about your Taipans experience. How's it going? How are you enjoying it?
Enjoying the heaps actually. It's not crazy different. It's more the location's the biggest difference, and then obviously it is that next level up. So just trying to you got to push yourself the extra bit harder and do all the more 1%ers and all those like small things. But no, really enjoying it.
You've gone from the shark tank to the snake pit. I tell you, they're a pretty feral bunch up there too, in terms of their support for the old hometown.
Yeah. Which is awesome. Going from like one awesome crowd to the next. That's what you want.
Tell us how because I remember when we spoke when you signed to for us last year, and obviously it was a key part for you to get back and play in the New Zealand NBL as well. Like as a stepping stone, obviously you've done it quicker than most to be able to roll it into the gig that you've got now in the Aussie NBL. But how well did that serve you in terms of taking the next step in your career?
Perfectly. I think like that was other than like winning a championship, that was my biggest personal goal, was to get to where I am now, I think. And that, like, ultimately I was always going to do what I thought was best for me to get me to where I want to get to. So, coming down to Southland and playing for a club that is known for being one of the premier teams of the league, and then having Bevo, and then having everyone else behind the scenes, Jill, yourself, like it lays it out perfectly. And then you surround yourself with another, there was like 13 other awesome dudes. Like it's like the perfect situation,
And good to see most of the crew coming back too. That's nice, eh? Like that was the whole plan, was try and keep the old band back together. So Bevo's obviously got in your ear and made sure that he kept his scores into you, right?
Yeah. He didn't have to talk me into it too much. I was already doing.
Now, I'll tell you this. Here's a bit of breaking news. I don't know if you know this. So I was doing a wee bit of work in the off season, from an off season stats point of view, doing the old season review and putting them all up on the Sharks website, which is an awesome resource. Like over our 11 seasons that we've been playing. I don't know if you realise this, but I can tell you that the person who has made the most 3-pointers in a season in Sharks history is Brayden Inger, 2021. Did you realise that?
Yeah, no, I didn't know that.
So, I was going through, there's a few that have done, landed more than 53 pointers in an NBL season. So there was a couple of Blanchfield years. I think Weeksy went close a few seasons back. Everard Bartlett, Luke Aston, I think might have been the bloke you took the record off actually, but you landed 56 as the new high water mark, and it's yours from this past season. How good's that?
Okay, I'll take that. I have to try beat it.
That's right. Here's your number. You got a number now, 56.
Yeah.
But it did come out pretty well last season. You must, I know you'd set yourself some pretty heady goals there as a shooter as well too, right? But, that number doesn't lie.
No, I'm happy with that. And that's just comes of doing the work.
Doing the work. You did that.
Yeah.
So what's your, what are you looking to get out of the, I suppose that won the Aussie NBL campaign and then obviously with a look to next year, and I guess backing it up with the Sharkies.
Yeah, so I think obviously the goal coming over here is to, first and foremost is get better. I think that's everything a basketball wants to try to do is always get better. And then take every opportunity I can and contribute as much as I can to this team. And like being goal for anyone part of the team is to win the championship. And then from there, hopefully I prove myself and, make the most of opportunities, like I said, and either re-sign as a DP for another year or take the next step up to a roster spot. And then if that doesn't happen after the season, that's the same goal, coming back and playing in New Zealand. Last season obviously worked for me to get where I am now. So hopefully do the same thing and take a step up and, you know, get a roster spot back over in the NBL. Ideally with Taipans, it's awesome up here. Yeah.
Are you enjoying it? I suppose have you had much of a chance to do some exploring? And I mean, I know you spent a bit of time in Aussie, but have you spent much time up north?
Yeah. Pre-season went up to Bamaga, where Nate's from.
Yep.
Went up there for about 4 days, which was an awesome experience. Like, I don't think I'll come across anyone else that's ever been up, like, will ever go up there, you know? So, like, that's one experience I don't think many people get the chance to do. And then, yeah, just venturing out around here, checking out the creeks, the waterfalls, the bush, the beaches, trying to see some crocs and snakes, and, like, just trying to, you know, dive straight into it.
Yeah, stoked to see you grabbing the chance over there, and looking forward to following it over the rest of the Aussie NBL season, mate. And then obviously getting you over south, you know, down south again, and doing it all again next year, eh?
Yeah, 100%. Looking forward to it.